Blitzschadenerhöhung, LP, Windschaden, passt nicht. Energiewiederherstellungsrate. Das wäre wichtiger als Angriff. Verteidigung. Bah. So, dann haben wir die Kafka ausgerüstet. Die Information. Nehmen wir jetzt da. Erkundung. DOT. Kafka Sample Sonntag. Und ein Beschützer, Glühwürmchen, Sonntag, Hohen Mai und ein Beschützer. Boah. Dann kannst du auch die Xilang reintun. Aber ich glaube, die Ron Mai war auch. Hatte die nicht auch was mit drauf? Schwächebrucheffizienz. Ja, dann lassen wir die mal rein. Nee, ich habe auch noch Glühwürmchen. Ja, vielleicht taucht die Kafka. Vielleicht ist das Tempo ja auch gar nicht so schlecht mit dem DOT. Und hier will ich dann das Lachteam weiß nicht. Fehlt. Sonntag für die Verstärkung vielleicht. Auch ist da nichts drin. Das muss ich jetzt aufbauen. Finde die Quelle der seltsamen Geräusche.
Look! There's the gray-haired hater! Grab her for the sake of Sparksicle!
Dieser Teufel da oben, oder was? Nee.
This pink-haired person. Where have I seen this person before? I remember now. She's the fox girl in the class photo.
So you actually managed to remember. Seems like this is what they call in comics a fateful encounter. You stumble into a bit of trouble and I will happen to show up here. Hey, come a little closer, will you? Come closer. Even closer.
Closer?
So please.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shoot. I think I'm stuck inside. Give me a hand.
Ah, ich weiß nicht. Die zieht mich doch rein. Sie hat mich reingezogen.
What is this place?
Two nameless came through here a few hours ago and asked the exact same question. I'll use their answers to reply to you. This is a place in the world in Canvas, known as the Phantasmoon Courtyard. According to ancient texts, this is the heart of the Phantasmoon Games ceremony. Oh, and one of those nameless is playing the part of a teacher at the school. Oh dear, was that a spoiler? That's not good. Greetings, protagonist.
Zum Ei. Miau. Nee. Wie macht eine Hase? Wie macht ein Kanickel? Genau, die Hauptfigur kann ja nicht sterben, dann wäre ja die Serie zu Ende. Und die sterben und kommen wieder.
Greetings, Miss Fox.
Weil es war dann alles nur ein Traum.
Technically, everyone is the protagonist of their own story. But you are different. You are the protagonist of
nicht
the
schon bei
fluffy across
Dallas?
the blue, aren't you?
Als Patrick Duffy gestorben ist, weil er aufhören wollte. Aber dann wollte er doch weitermachen und dann, ja, war alles nur ein Traum.
You do not really look
Vergesst die
like
letzten
a
3
raccoon.
Folgen.
I forgot to introduce myself. You can call me Avanessia. Great seeing you.
Avanessia. Weiß noch nicht, ob ich dir trauen kann. Was ist das hier alles? Und der eine hat so ein Hasendings, der Bums da. Dann wird das Feuer entfacht, wird das Böse bezwungen. Der hier ist besonders.
There's a reflection of the moon in the water. But you can't even see the moon from here. Wait. Isn't this Sparksy's mask?
Wir müssen reden, Kanickelfrau. Oder Kanickelmädchen.
The first supplicant wearing a mask has appeared. The Phantasmoon Games will soon begin.
Wer genau bist du? Woher weißt du das alles?
Do not be afraid. Just think of me as part of the audience. Like a reader following comics and cartoons. A bit of experience. Just like someone who has read enough comics can get superpowered battles and schoolyard romances without any instructions. Do you seriously mean you've never read it? The comic that has taken this world by storm? It is inspired by the adventures of the Astral Express, telling the tale of cute little animals riding a train across the cosmos, fluffy across the blue. Of course, this is plain Arcadia. Any story can be turned into a comic in here. You are such a curious one. You were fleeing for your life a moment ago, yet now you can talk so casually about such nonsense. Is that really what matters right now? Still, that sense of ease, it is entertaining. Since you managed to amuse me for a moment, I will grant you a little aid. So, what would you like? I don't like it when someone answers my question with another question. Think before you speak. I can see it in your eyes, Miss Raccoon. He will not accept defeat. That resolve is interesting. There will always be foolhardy supplicants donning the mask in these ancient Phantasmoon games, laying before the Phantasmoon their madness, fancies, and humor. They would weave schemes to slay monsters descending upon this planet from beyond the sky, steal the laughter of the gods to forge blades that could split mountains, or descend into depths of the world in canvas to swindle the souls of the departed. Such entertaining individuals have not appeared for ages. Perhaps you have a chance to become one of them? After all, you are the protagonist. I can lend you a little power, but an equal price is required. Otherwise, it would violate the rules. You must defeat the enemy who pursued you here within the next day and night. If you fail, your soul will be enslaved by her for all eternity. Do you accept? Then it is done. Phantasmoon above and sacred tree below, witness this oath at this moment. As constant as the vault of heaven, as certain as the moon's rise, let it be never forsworn. Now come, let me make you more of a protagonist. Yes, that's it.
Huh? Where's this?
Huh?
Gray hair, are you all right?
Can't say I am surprised. It sounds exactly like something I would dream of. and something she would carry out the moment she awoke. Still, it ain't too bad compared to the horrors that unfolded in previous Fantasy-Moon games. At least you still have friends willing to stand by you, right?
Right.
And now and then I do odd jobs here. Live streaming is one of them. Sparksy is the name I use to stream online. An avatar that I personally sketched line by line. To keep the streams running, even when I was absent, I breathed a trace of power into that avatar. Who would have figured that everything changed after the Fantasy-Moon turned full? People offload their wishes and desires to her, and in the end, she too got consumed by these emotions. Once a creation gains a will of its own from the attention of the masses, even its creator can no longer restrain it. I've been watching you from the start, waiting for the right moment to step in and help. Sadly, you were either with the IPC's people, or with the Department of Aberration Defense. Then you and Darling March wandered right into that school of bad omens. That was when I realized things had slipped out of my hands. So tell me, what happened in that school?
Is this the Mask of Elation that grants entry into the Fantasy-Moon games?
What do you think? Call your companions on the express ASAP. Or, since this is a civilized society, you could try phoning the Security Bureau. But these matters are obviously far beyond what they can do. They say that no one could restrain the supplicant's actions in the past. Ah, those were the good old days of freedom. Gray hair, you are so naive. You've been to countless worlds. When the skies collapse and the end draws near, what can the authorities possibly do? Don't make their jobs too hard. The Fantasy-Moon games are nothing less than a ceremony set down by the Master of Elation. Amazing miracles always appear in the world after every game ends. Like the birth of a new imagination, unthinkable phenomena, or a future brimming with hope. Perhaps you have heard this question. If the world's science and technology could leap forward by 100 years at the cost of a single kitten's life, would you kill the kitten? Natural disasters, traffic accidents, sudden illnesses. The number of deaths from such causes in this world could fill a small city every day. The Fantasy-Moon games are just erasing one school from the map. Isn't that much better? You probably want to ask whether the worth of human lives can truly be calculated in that way in this ceremony, where we surrender that cost to purchase the future. No one knows. Whatever. This is not the time to debate over ethics. Gray hair, are you gonna save Darling March and Mr. Yang or not?
Die tippt aber schnell.
The hour grows late, Miss Pearl. Matters regarding the Express demand our attention.
Be it the Alliance or the Fantasy-Moon Games, if you seek deeper cooperation, my doors remain open.
Then, I shall take my leave.
Dann nehme ich mein Blatt. Wie, was? Was hat sie denn da Komisches an den Knien?
Social interaction models are. My extrapolations still cannot account for the full strategy tree of the Astral Express.
Master, General Yao Guang of the Xianzhou Yuchui is here to see you. Shall we have her wait?
No. The Xianzhou will also become a key ally. Only through enough contact and emulation can we hope to comprehend their methods and strategies. Conclusion. I don't think I'll be able to keep copying the painting for the rest of today. Let General Yao Guang in.
I am the Honorary Dean of the Omniscience Sapientia Academe, Master of the Decalite Reflection Barrier, bearer of the Xianzhou's intangible cultural heritage, the Sparrow-Shaped Fist, and the Seer Strategist, General Yao Guang. Thank you for seeing me despite your busy schedule, Madame Pearl.
For a moment, I nearly mistook your words as a fault in language processing. I believed you had brought the entire delegation inside.
Few Intellitrons in the cosmos have a sense of humor. I have heard that, like that genius, you are one of the many wonders wrought by the celestial differentiator of planet Squirrel. Meeting you in person far outshines your reputation.
Ich hab einen Fax gekriegt.
Madame Pearl, seeing how you have a calculating look, and with your heart pristine and your outer form so dazzling, I could not help but cast a divination for you. The hexagram lies between fire and heaven, demonstrating a bountiful harvest with your fortunes lying at the zenith or even beyond.
I have no training in divination. General, may I ask you to interpret it?
Ah, then let me speak in terms even an Intellitron can follow. I extrapolated your fortune using the Xianzhou's predictive algorithms. The result is 101111, a sign of great blessing. If you treat others with sincerity, abundance will follow.
I have long heard of the Arbiter General's legends. The strategy of General Jing Yuan. The courage of General Fei Xiao. The ingenuity of General Hua Yan. Often, I have wondered, what kind of figures are the Xianzhou generals who remain away from the public eye? Meeting General Yao Guang today, I cannot help but think that, with such beauty, you should step into the light more often.
Looks like you've studied the words of the Xianzhou well. You've even learned the art of provocation. You praise the others for their individual and unique talents, yet when it comes to me, the only thing you had to say was beauty.
Do not misunderstand me, General. To me, Beauty is the rarest of treasures, and the most fragile to preserve. Besides, intel on you is truly scarce. It is quite difficult for me to find ways to compliment you. But what I do know is, the Yuchui is the think tank of the Xianzhou ships, and its general is the master of all diviners. Speaking purely of deciding the course of affairs, no one is better suited than you to cast the Xianzhou Alliance's vote on whether to join the Anti-Destruction Alliance. So, General, what is your decision in this?
This topic is far too great for me to decide on a whim. But as a gift and to complement the respective gaps in our knowledge, allow me first to offer you a piece of vital intelligence. And with it, I ask the IPC to show sincerity beyond empty words.
I do not follow your logic. With the threat of the destruction looming, what need is there for further reasons to cooperate?
Set a mighty foe as a common goal, convince former enemies to turn allies, then devour them in turn. Such feats are hardly rare in the IPC's annals of glory.
I understand. The Xianzhou questions the IPC's sincerity.
It would be better to say we ask the IPC to demonstrate its sincerity. Courtesy demands reciprocity, and the intel I now offer you is both urgent and weighty.
Question. What could be more important at this moment than forming the Anti-Destruction Alliance?
Nanook want to race the universe in the next few days, but someone else might destroy plain Arcadia within that time. You have heard of Blade, the Stellaron hunter, right?
The IPC has long placed a great bounty on his head, though I have never laid eyes on him.
The Yuchui recently intercepted a report. Styling himself as Xianzhou's #1 assassin, this man accepted a contract from the Sinwish Syndicate, a local organized violence group. I do not know his exact aim here, but he is a major criminal of the Xianzhou. He is guilty of the 10 unpardonable sins and is a formidable fighter, with few able to match him. As General of the Yuchui, I will take it upon myself to bring him in before he can cause disaster here.
This planet, Ahatopia, is part of the pan-cosmic trade system, and Blade is a wanted criminal of the IPC. Since he has set foot here, he falls under its law. General Yao Guang, is the sincerity you seek for us to capture this man and deliver him into the hands of the Xianzhou?
I hear the Phantom Moon Games are about to begin, with the entire nation awaiting it with bated breath. I imagine you will also find it hard to extract yourself from the festivities. If this cursed man were to quietly depart on his own at this time, would that not be a perfect outcome for all?
This is my understanding. You wish for the right to act freely within plain Arcadia.
Apart from this cooperation, what better proof of sincerity could there be before we join forces against the destruction?
Deal. What I do not doubt, the might of an Arbiter General. However, I do doubt